Okay, we're down in Carmarthen Velodrome. Turns out it's the Winter Wonderland Carnival over there. Don't know if you can see it. But yeah, I popped down. This is gonna look really weird now because this video is mainly today, which is Tuesday, but today is Monday night. I thought I'd just kind of lob it into this video instead of... Anyway, it's just confusing me, so I'm sorry if it confuses you. And for those of you who are lifelong watchers of these videos, thank you. If you're new here, welcome. Basically, Binya have been very clever in booking, I think is it 10 weeks worth of sessions down here on the 500 meter concrete track. It's a cracking facility. And we use it in the winter mainly because it keeps people's motivation up. There's structured sessions on here, and we're here from like 7 till 9 in the night. So obviously it's cold, it can be wet as well, but it runs right away through the winter until like February, so it keeps you going. Last year I was doing them. This year I'm probably not going to do them. No reason really, but just want to do something by myself this winter, a little bit different. But I've come down because, if I'm entirely honest with you, the last few weeks I've been really involved with the club and what we're doing with Binya, and I just wanted to come along and see what was going on. You can learn a lot from the coaches and what they do, and like I love helping people. Like that doesn't even have to be in a coaching capacity. It's just like when we're on club runs, even when we're down here, like people just ask me general questions. They run stuff past me. What's your recommendations on this? Alright, just switched over to the Nifty 50. Nifty 50, for those of you that know, is a pretty decent kind of standard lens. This is my other lens. This is the wide angle one I'll generally shoot with.
So there might be a little group just off the back, half the lap. 4 to go, 4 laps to go, 4 to go.
We just ended up going up the path over Sully Mountain, which is like you're climbing from like 20 meters above sea level to like 250 meters above sea level in about 8 or 9k. So it's a good start to the ride usually, but obviously with the wind out and stuff, it made it a little bit difficult. Once you get over the top, we descended into Pontyberem. We headed across the tumble down into Pontyfunon to Ammanford, and went over the bridge. Crack, get lit! You caught it. It's not that bad though. First proper test today. Take one. You know what? Whoa! Whoa! Massive hole. Oh! Ah! I'm not watching my weight, so what I'm eating at the minute is just still kind of in that realm of whatever I want to eat, just not going crazy, and it's still relatively healthy. I'm not just gorging on biscuits and things like that. But I weighed myself this morning and I was 61.7 kilos at what the scale says is like 7.9% body fat. Obviously it might not be accurate, but it doesn't matter because it's the same measurement that we're taking off the scale every time, so we're not changing anything there. Remarkably surprised by that number, 61.7. I was thinking like it would be like 65. I've got some questions that I want to delve into that you guys have been leaving on the YouTube videos recently. You've seen I've been back on the condo. that obviously has to go back. Technically we're under contract until 31st of December, so that doesn't have to go back until then. The Physique Infinito R1 road cycling shoe review I gave, although it wasn't a review, it was an unboxing, that's had like nearly 10,000 views on this channel, which is pretty intense. I didn't expect that, but it was like a year ago and I've not done a review of it yet, so I will get around to doing one within, I guess, the next week. If you didn't already know, we started a Strava club called the Cake Bandits. It's linked down below in the description. We've only got 27 members at the minute, but the more the merrier. There's no egos. It's basically just for those of you that love cake and coffee or tea on your bike ride, or maybe not even on your bike ride, and you can post obviously your activities and your photos there of your cakes and try and top what we have in this part of the world, because it's pretty good down here. I'm doing an FTP test this week, so if you're still interested, stick around. That'll be on the schedule soon. How I've controlled myself in the off season in terms of weight, I can't really answer that because I don't really know. I mean, all I know is that I've gone and just eaten what I wanted to eat and not limited myself, but I've not gone crazy as well. Like, I know the last few winters I've just gone absolutely berserk and you consumed anything and everything, like whole freaking cheesecakes and things like that. Like, it was terrible. But this time around I've not really craved anything, and that's probably because in the hill climb season I was actually having like what I wanted to eat, like nice things after the hill climbs. So like one day a week or one evening a week I was literally eating whatever I wanted to eat. At the end of the day, like, now I'm feeling pumped that I'm only like 62 kilos, even though it's not a bad thing if I went up to 64. So I'm still not going to restrict myself now. I'm still going to like eat good quality carbs, because, you know, now is not the time to diet. Now is not the time to try and get lean, or maintain, you know, a low body fat percentage or low body weight in comparison to your height. You know, now is not the time for that. To a certain extent, it's almost like what a bodybuilder would do, I guess, where they bulk. Although, you know, we're endurance athletes, so we're not trying to. What they would do is they'd bulk, they'd put on weight so that they could get bigger, and once they get bigger, then they lean down in the hope that they'll maintain a lot of that bulk or a lot of that mass. Whereas we don't want to do that really. So putting it on in the first place, you have to kind of put it on healthily, as opposed to like just eating greasy burgers and, you know, fattening things. So this is why now I'm like focusing on kind of lower fat meals, lower fat foods, you know, higher quality carbohydrate, and, you know, keeping the protein intake the same as it always has been really. So that's what I'm going to do until, well, at least middle of January, I'd say. I mean, just moderating it, and then, you know, when we start getting closer to competition season, or when we start getting into the nitty-gritty, then I can start to make changes, and that's when we'll see changes in body composition. Alright, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, I would love it if you would press that thumbs up button, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, or next time riding.